Radiant team's turn to pick.
Grimstroke.
Alright, where were we? So we got
Dire team's turn.
Disruptor Slardar ban.
Behold the horn of Magnus.
Seconds remaining. Dire team's turn to ban.
Drow Ranger.
Radiant team's turn to ban.
So they first pick Grimstroke. I don't know if Grimstroke's strong enough to first pick. I guess I haven't really run into him all that much. This is a pretty okay hero, but I like the Magnus, of course, very good first pick. On the other side, Beryl just has two really meta picks. He's got the Lich, very strong, plus 5. Malkior's been playing a lot of that. And he picked the Drow Ranger for himself, which I know he likes playing. However, he hasn't banned Phantom Lancer, who's probably the biggest problem for Drow Ranger. Instead, they've banned heroes like Slark and Doom. And I think they kind of messed up by leaving that open, because Caff can basically just pick PL next. I guess there's still 2 more bans, so maybe they'll get it here, but still. Like, they have to ban PL right here.
Radiant team ban.
Uh-oh. They banned PA, who is not that much of a problem.
Seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Radiant team's turn to pick.
Why did they ban Lifestealer? No, Drow's already their safe laner, for sure.
Juggernaut.
So they got the Mag Jug. I like this a lot. But it means that it's either a mid or an off-lane Magnus, which perhaps was a little unexpected. But, I mean, Empower Juggernaut farms super fast, so sure.
10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Radiant team's turn to pick.
Okay, so I think this is like the most obvious barrel draft. You see he's been playing like a lot of these 3 heroes, and the players on his team have been playing a lot of these 3 heroes in pubs.
Dire team's turn.
I think Underlord is like pretty good against Juggernaut, but it kind of depends on the players a little bit. Like, you could very easily lose as Underlord if you just mess up, or like you get stunned into spin or whatever.
Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Radiant team's turn to ban.
Sniper.
Drow Sniper. Too bad this isn't as much of a combo as it used to be before, but still pretty solid. Although it is like kind of an early sniper pick, so I think that's a little strange.
10 seconds remaining.
I don't think sniper's a good enough hero to just like YOLO pick into not knowing what the lane matchup is gonna be. He's like generally okay, but there's a lot of things you could just pick. Like you could just pick a Storm Spirit, for instance, and you'd have like a pretty okay time. They do have a last pick available for their support, which is kind of okay, but still, Radiant has overall last pick, so whatever. They get to counter their lane matchup, and they get to do it in view of all the supports. The more I think about it, the less I like just YOLOing the sniper.
Dire team's turn to ban. Dire team's turn to pick. Radiant team's turn to pick.
Vengeful spirits.
Choose.
Queen of...
Oh, this is a great pick. Yeah, Queen of Pain. She should do well against Sniper in lane. She has the Blink initiation. She can always get on top of him. Like, yeah, they've... this is the problem with picking the Sniper too early. And Quap's like pretty strong right now anyway. You're kind of just like max Shadow Strike and what's Sniper gonna do to you, you know? He certainly can't walk away, and he doesn't have enough HP to like stand up and man up on you when he gets hit by it. And his range is like quite low at the low levels as well, so it's not like he's gonna be able to get auto free harass. You can pretty much reliably cast it on him off cooldown. There's nothing you can do about it. And then you just use your higher attack damage to outdo him in CS.
Prepare for battle!
You hurt the ones you love.
30 seconds to battle.
Okay, here we go. So we have Caff playing the mid Queen of Pain. He still has the Divine Rapier stickied. Of course, things haven't changed. We have Mikey playing the Lich. This is a little surprising. I figured that we would have
Let's get moving.
Melchior on the Lich, but whatever. Some action here in the top lane. We're gonna see the first blood here. This takes a lot of damage. Now Cryptic getting... He's got a Frost Blast in 3 seconds. Oh, he throws down the ward for vision, but he's just out of range. Still pretty smart play over. So looks like Caff won the block, and Death Rocket is getting hit by the Shadow Strike. So you got the spin on the Jackman here. It's not going to be enough to kill him, but it does do a lot of damage and forces him back out of... He doesn't have a salve on him either, so he's gonna have to play quite passively for a while. Foxy doing a really good job just smacking him pretty hard. You know, is out of mana, however, and doesn't have any mangoes on the way, so it's gonna be a long time before he tries spinning it. Kind of prevents him from really having kill potential against the Underlord.
Cruise blood. Thanks and have fun.
Oh shit.
Last of all
I'm watching. Alright, so he does get the spin off as soon as he has mana. They dive the Underlord under tower and he, you know. Guess I waited too long. Alright, miscalculated how long it would be before he had mana. Foxy's out of regen. Just has the Orb of Venom and
Are those cracks in Dire's top tower?
oh wow, missing all the kill. Gonna trade top, okay. Looks like they pushed him under tower. This is really not my... I haven't seen any of the kills happen.
Illusion.
Barrel with the inks. Misses the skewer, however. How's our sniper doing? It's okay. So she's continuing to harass him. The shrapnel a little bit off point. I gotta say, sniper's really caught up in CS. He was about like 5 or 6 behind earlier, and it's going a lot better.
Damage.
He's still not a Jackman, but they're gonna turn on him. Melchior has the stun. Oh, really nice use of Firestorm these days. And Melchior's got the tips. He knows how to tilt Epoxy, so he's gotta go for it.
Radiant's bottom tower's got problems.
A gift from the goddess.
Alms for the dead.
2, 3 runes so far forgotten. And 1 rune unclaimed.
Face your death.
A lot of feeding going on in the bottom. You know, picks up enough mana to get him right to the spend. It just kind of runs a barrel rider here. I don't think I like this move. This he's gonna die. However, he should get the return kill. Yeah.
I see death.
If you've known people
really
of your own, Drow,
paying attention
you're
to the deaths
welcome
across
to
the map.
join
Make sure
my
he gets the
flock.
tips. Foxy and a little bit. Is there a stun up? As soon as he gets in range. Easy kill from Milky.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Pop has a regen rune and she has her ult. Ideally, I'd expect her to play a little aggressive, but just gonna go for it.
Radiant structures have been snow fortified.
Painted into a corner.
Gets the kill there.
Death's cold embrace.
Oh, and he's gonna turn on Cryptic too. He's feeling confident. He's got the frost armor and everything.
You dead.
Now has spin ready. Oh, and Cap is in the bottom of. He's got the kill. He can. Or does he?
Double kill.
Yes, 4 points of shadow strike. There we go. Okay, there.
A little knife play.
I was like, that's weird. Why is he not just dying? Damage to hadn't come through yet. So let's see how things are shaping up here. 8 minutes. We might have another kill on bot.
The ink died.
Hector goes for the skewer save, but it actually just puts himself into a bad position. He barely gets away. So, I think Juggernaut's had a pretty good lane so far. Several kills to his name, lots of CS. I think the Death Rocket has done a really good job of using this camp. I'm a little bit surprised the Caff isn't kind of bullied him harder though. I mean, he's gotten good CS, I guess. Or at least he's gotten like similar CS. But I would kind of expect this to be a Queen of Pain favorite match. So I think that I'll give that one to Death Rocket for winning that lane for now. I think it looks like Beryl has been struggling to
top tower
secure
is under
CS. I mean,
attack.
they've had a bunch of kills in this line. Just that is certainly a little bit low on the chart. Magnus has a lot more CS than he does. If Magnus finds a stacked camp like this, you can just go clear it with Empower very easily. I mean, look at all those creeps.
Radiant's middle tower shouldn't have to take this abuse.
As the creeps shove into her tower.
Oh my
Looks like she
God.
moved to secure some runes, but Dire gets 3 runes.
Radiant's middle tower
Again?
could use some help.
So Dire's been doing a great job of collecting the runes, much better than Radiant had. They're just in position earlier. Got Cap going forward, he has the Sonic Blade up close. RP catches just Barrel Ride up. So they commit 2 ults and they get the Drow range. But I mean, in the meantime, Death Rocket
Killing
just got
spree.
free farm in the.
Radiant's middle tower is
Oh, I
under
missed it.
attack.
Alright, I've missed every single kill I know he's gotten so far. The Underlord again under tower.
Radiant's middle tower could use some help. They're beating on Dire's top tower. Dire's top tower is under attack.
you know, saving up some money. Don't know what he's gonna buy next. I've been playing a lot of this Mask of Madness Battle Fury Juggernaut. It seems very, very powerful. So I guess I would highly recommend doing it.
End comes at a
I
price.
hardly knew you. Just as
Cryptic is jungling. It looks like he's going Treads Echo Saber on the offlane Magnet. I'm not so sure that I agree with this. I feel like it is too greedy to pick an offlane Magnus and then like power farm like this instead of getting aura items. I really like aura items on my offlaners.
Radiant's top tower
So like
is
none
under
of the supports are
attack.
getting Vlads yet, of course. I mean it's early, but they've also had like maybe a little bit of a rough time as Poxy goes down here again. So it would be great if, yeah, they're both quite poor, unfortunately. It would be great if the offlaner were going to get Vlads or the Dominator or something to help the team out a bit. But Cryptic is just going for a very greedy personal build. He almost dies solo to Barrel Rider. Do you have Chain Frost ready on Lich? Ready to go.
A dominating performance.
Picks up another kill.
Not much good's happening to Radiant's bottom tower.
Doesn't have spin now. He does have spin. It's gonna be just enough to
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
We're seeing the Chain Frost got used on a creep camp. Boxes, however, barely survived. They're gonna chase down Death Rock. Barrel Rider rotates mid. He gets the kill on the cap immediately. Sniper goes down, but he's
Hello,
gonna get
this
Poxy
is
as
Gabe
well.
Newell. Thanks
Two
for
kills
playing
for Barrel Rider
Dota 2.
here.
Killing spree. Double kill.
It's unfortunate to lose the sniper there, but they still made something of it. They got the co-op in it to return. So mid and a support on both sides.
Are those cracks in Dire's top tower?
So is going for the Battle Fury. Interesting. Okay. I don't think he needs to get Battle Fury first, to be honest.
They're beating on Dire's top tower.
There's a Magnus on his team, so he has the Empower
Dire
for
Snow
early farm.
fortified their structures.
And the Mask of Madness is just insane with his
Dire's top tower is under attack. Dire's top tower is gone. Just a cold fog left behind.
Mikey with the bait. He forces Cryptic out of position. Barrow committing pretty hard here.
Dominating, I guess.
He does get the
Tower is under attack.
time to turn around and help out your butt. Kill. Poxy committing, but Barrow has the silence. Caps here. He's able to clean him up, but two of them killed 4 heroes top while the rest of them. So at this point, looks like Caff and Inno are very comfortably ahead.
Radiant's middle tower shouldn't have
Almost
to take
1,000
this
gold lead
abuse.
for Caff over the sniper.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Jackman's going into Vanguard.
Radiant's middle
It's
tower
pretty good
could
against
use some
Queen of Pain. Of
help.
course, we know that she's rushing a dual scepter. Like, rather catch Jackman out pretty quick. Heads up, spin TP. However, does get caught out with a swap into CT.
amateur.
Again, another nice movement from Barrel to show up at a fight and clean up someone. Get a little bit extra money by getting some kills there.
Radiant's bottom tower's got problems.
Caff picks up another regen.
Radiant's bottom tower has fallen.
I guess this finished his echo. So we're 1 for 1 on the tower.
Regeneration. Worthy tribute.
Oxy running in, kind of YOLO here. Big pop.
Radiant's middle tower shouldn't have to take this abuse.
Sniper does get
middle
the tower,
tower
at
has
least the
fallen.
creeps kill it, so no tower denied. I think they're closing in again, actually. So, I mean, I thought Caff and Inno were pretty far ahead, but with the tower gold coming in for Dire there, the sniper and the drow were able to close the gap again. He's going to pick up a nice imp claw here, hopefully to replace his permanent shield. And Inno finds a imp claw at the same time. He's also going to see the Underlord again. This time Underlord has a lot more HP, so he's not going to pick up the spin. Still really don't like this Echo Saber. He's going into Blink, of course, but I mean, it means that he doesn't have that much. I mean, he actually could have just a big RP because Dire's gonna have nice chain frost, but it bounces to the beat. Okay, ended up not being a nice chain frost. We do have Sniper here. He gets skewered into RP. He's gonna be an Omnislash and Sniper on the low ground. Nice combo. Barrel Rider is here helping. Wolf removes the silent. Jackman's still fighting on the other side. He's gonna be able to escape. Barrel Rider trying to give chase here, but he's gonna run into like 4 or 5 heroes. Made a mistake. Inno.
If you were a millennial, double kill. Impossible.
Nice plays by Radiant. Reduced their ultimate team fight. I think Dire kind of 1 by 1 TP'd in, and then people got picked off. Like the sniper getting picked off is a real big deal. And it was because he had a bad TP like right onto this shrine right here, and then they just saw him and moved him out of position. If he had come to the tier 2, and then he can use shrapnel to get vision, and then just like kind of pick people off from very far away, he could have won the fight, I think. So it's a quick tier 2 for Radiant, and they immediately TP mid, and they're going to take that out as well.
Someone better help Dire's middle tower. Dire's middle tower is under attack.
So Underlord still trying to finish some items that he's had queued up for better part of 10 minutes here. He's still not going to use with the Vanguard. Has finished his Battle Fury. He's going into a Mantis Dynamo. Pretty good for getting away from the Drow Silence. It's definitely the item I would recommend. Looks like Barrel's been spotted in the bottom lane. Magnus is looking for him. He's got RP. No TP yet from Barrel. Okay, there we go.
Haste.
Caff finds a haste rune. He's looking for a quick pick off here in the jungle, but he doesn't see anybody.
For my coffers.
He's gonna run into Melchior. His haste is the silence misses him.
I'm worth so much more.
Caff. Yep, they kill him. It's a nice counter RP from Cryptic, but there's no follow-up. However, there are 5 people from Dire here. They find boxes as well, so it's a 2-0 trade. Cryptic is low on RP and he's forced to try to escape now. You know though, doing a great job farming up here. He's just taking the whole dire jungle. He even found this stack up here. He was pretty good at farming. The solution to this is just to play aggressively so that he gets punished for farming. However, I think at this point, Dire's kind of in trouble on that front. Because he has the Battle Fury already.
Not much good's happening to Radiant's bottom tower.
So his AFK farming is like very, very impactful. Manta finish. They're gonna get
Radiant's
the
bottom
bottom
tower's got problems. Radiant have fortified their structures.
Looks like he wants to fight. He has Omni Slash available.
Radiant's bottom tower has been denied.
Barrel moves out. He's gonna push out top instead. All right. So what do both teams want to do? Both teams kind of just want to farm. Like Sniper's game just wants to farm. Juggernaut with Battle Fury just wants to farm. I think Caff wants to go for pickoff and do stuff, but he needs to finish Orchid. I don't know if that's necessarily true, but I mean it feels like he needs to finish Orchid, I think, in my opinion. So he's just going to be kind of passively farming as well for a bit here. Maybe if someone were to just show up and kill them, but the two supports in the offlane are on Dire hanging out together pretty well, so it's very hard for Caff to get in there and just, you know, find somebody. Okay, so I like this from the Underlord. He's picked up the Atos instead of that Vanguard, and it looks like he's just dropped the Vanguard from his quick buy entirely. I think I was saying that. So Kano finds him, he's gonna Omni Slash him onto the tower. He has the Empower and the Battle Fury, does a lot of damage. Not quite enough though. Jack can be able to get into the trees and spin barely misses.
Chipped away.
So that's Omni Slash down for no kill.
It looks like Dire fortified their
We got
structures.
Barrel farming top still, waiting for his TP to come off cooldown it seems. So 5-man push from Radiant's bottom, however Sniper is already ready to defend the tower, so the push is essentially stopped. And Radiant's just hoping to turn it into a team fight. At the same time, Barrel gets free farm top and he's gonna get his own tower.
Radiant's top tower deserves just as much help as bottom. Dire's bottom tower needs some help.
There's Cryptic off to the side looking for the RP, but can only find supports. The Skewers Melchior alone on the tower. His Underlord with a really nice Malice with the Chain Cross comp. Minnow dies, Cryptic died. Caff died as well, I didn't even see where, he just must have exploded. And Barrel has TP'd. I actually don't think Barrel needed to TP for that. Oh no, he did, no, he didn't do any damage. So he got there after the fight ended. He could have just stayed top and he could have actually taken
Radiant's top tower has looked better.
But really great defense by Dire there.
Killing spree.
Oh shit, I didn't even see they were chasing this guy down.
Radiant's
get
top
boxes as
tower
well.
is under attack.
So that's sort of the problem. If you can't find the Sniper, like Melchior died, but it was extremely useful. Right? They saw one support, and they blew Skewer. I don't know if he used, did he use RP? He didn't use RP, but he skewered him into where he wanted to RP, and it was just one support. And the Sniper is like totally out of range and just clicks him, casts all his spells. Underlord casts all his spells, everyone dies. So it's like, we traded 4 heroes for like a +5. Like, it doesn't work out all that well.
Regeneration.
A gift from the goddess.
Zed Caff finally closing in on the Orchid. I think this is not great now. Like 25 minutes is a bit late to get these like 3 pickoffs with the Orchid. Very, very unfortunate. Because we see that Death Rocket has full Mjolnir finished. Barrel Rider has not finished his Manta style for some reason. He's getting a Butterfly. I think this is... he's, you know, not really respecting himself. He gets RP'd after time.
Killing spree.
Chain Frost counter initiation again. They're going to trade Barrel Rider for 2. And it looks like Death Rocket is going to be able to get the return kill onto Inno here as well. Is he? There's the assassination.
will reclaim all.
Oh, he even gets to the tip out like, for killing him. Okay, so they found Death Rocket. They got a nice little pick off there with the RP. It was good initiation from Radiant. However, Dire just kind of happened to be right there, and they
Another
him
triumph.
up in response. Back to what I was saying. I don't like how he's getting this butterfly first. He could have gotten a Manta, and then he probably, like, this money could have been the rest of his Manta style. And then he would probably have been fine there, because he'd have way more HP and he could use the Manta active. Not sure why Underlord just TP'd out. He definitely could have just shoved this wave all the way to the river, at least. It's a bunch of gold. Instead, he's come here now, and he has to, like, contest the sniper. So, yeah, this Orchid on cap. I think this is a pretty good quaff item. However,
A dominating performance.
in future games, I think that he has to, like, change up his mid-game. This kind of thing happens to me a lot, too. I think he has to change up his mid-game to make sure that he gets this item much earlier. Because basically, 27, like 30 minutes is like kind of too late for picking people off with just an Orchid. We see that Mikey has a Force Staff, which I think is okay. He could have had this Glimmer Cape instead. And then, like, there's no way that you're going to kill a support who has a Glimmer Cape when you just have an Orchid as your, like, main source of trying to catch somebody, essentially. And again, he could probably pick Beryl off with this Orchid, but this money that Beryl has spent on this Eagle Song could have been a Manta, and then again, he would just be immune to Orchid pickoff. And they've seen Caff with, like, the components of the Orchid for a long time, so Beryl should have known I should get a Manta, and then I'm just invulnerable against this pickoff hero. For an MKB on Sniper.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack. Dire's no fortified
Honestly,
their
if
structures.
his positioning remains as good as it has been, MKB is great. He's gonna get, he's just gonna kill everybody in fights. So sure, that's fine. It's not the item I would get, but I guess I'm always a little bit more worried about people catching me.
Radiant's
And it
top
seems
tower
like
deserves
Radiant has
just
not
as
done
much help
a
as
very good job
bottom.
of hunting for him, right? The Magnus and the Clop really want to find Sniper, and they haven't found him in any of the team fights so far. Also, really good items on the Dire supports, especially relative to the Radiant ones. I mean, I like this Force Staff, but I also really like this Vlad's, and nobody on Radiant. Barrel picks this, and they just kind of snuck that one in there. Not bad. Looks like Poxy's gone Glimmer. Cryptic. Oh, he does have a Vlad's finally. Okay. So he picked up a super late Vlad's. He's finally, like, playing off lane after getting this farming item for some reason. Well, that should help them then. That's, I think, a pretty important item. We're going for the shrine, or the outpost rather. Oh, we know is actually just going to farm instead of contesting. Okay. Interesting. He could have gotten the Omni Slash into 2 there. Foxy gets caught out of position here. He's going to go down very quickly.
Ownage.
I know I should respect the dead, but first you have to earn it.
MKB. Pretty happily just AFK farm. Looks like Cryptic's calling out a pickoff onto the Sniper. They saw him on their ward. But he got spotted. Oh, he has the Mindbreaker and just instantly silences it. And then here,
Killing
the failed initiation, essentially. Both teams had a ward, so they saw the Sniper and they moved to get him, but then when he came over, he was seen by the Dire ward, and Death Rocket just kind of styled on him as a result. Also, that Mindbreaker totally screws him. So you blink to initiate, and then it's silenced before you can use RP.
Radiant's middle tower could use some help. Where did Radiant's middle tower go?
I think long term they actually need to make this icon much larger. Because like the neutral items change. Like TP scrolls, they can be small because it's always the same item in the TP slot. And it's not like a fight changer. You see the number is really all you care about. But like if you look at this, it's a very small icon, so it's kind of hard to tell like, oh, this guy has Mindbreaker, especially relative to like a normal item icon. So I think they need to make this the same size on the UI basically. How are we doing on farm? Inno is level 20, he's got a Basher, he needs this Abyssal. Abyssal pretty good against Drow. Pretty good against Sniper as well, I mean it's an initiation item now, which is very nice. However, he still has to find him in fights.
Radiant's top tower deserves
I think
just
Death
as much
Rocket's
help as
positioning has been
bottom.
too good all game.
Dire's bottom tower needs some help. Radiant's top tower is under attack. Dire's bottom tower has shattered to little pieces.
They are chasing in a 3-man RP. Now the Mantis Tile cancels the stun. Oh no.
Dominating, I guess.
Right. So he didn't get the Omnislide shot, we got stunned.
Double kill. They're unstoppable? I'm not reading this. Ornage.
And Dire wins a unexpected 4-0 there. Bear Rider still holding on to the Aegis. He's got the Mantis Tile finished final. I think that could have gone totally different if Inno had gotten his Omnislide shot. He had Battle Fury, he was empowered, he had Basher. He just like, I don't know. He cancelled the first stun from Venge and then somehow wasn't able to cast it in time to get the second time.
Radiant's middle tower has fallen.
So,
Look what they're doing to
probably
Radiant's
only
middle
one lane of
barracks.
Rax. Maybe two actually.
Radiant's
No, yeah, they're
middle
super
barracks
fast. They can get the
has
second lane, okay. I thought they might respect Dire.
Radiant's
off,
bottom tower
but-
is under attack.
They still have Aegis, so
Radiant's bottom tower is no more.
second range Rax.
Radiant's
They're
bottom
staying for the
barracks
second
have
range
fallen.
Rax. There's no RP, right?
Radiant's
Yeah,
bottom barracks
green
are under
dots, no
attack.
RP, and then they just Uber out. Nice clean play from Dire.
Invisibility!
Oh, I like this. He's got the Satanic finish on the Sniper. This is a good item. It offers status resistance and the upgraded lifesteal. I think the status resistance is particularly worthwhile against RP because you can't use BKB to prevent it essentially. But now you're just stunned for like, what is this, 20%, 30% less time. It's pretty nice. So RP stun duration 3.25 minus 30%.
Dire's middle
It's
tower
basically
isn't
like a
going to
2 second
last
stun
long.
instead of a 3 second stun.
Arms for the dead.
The answer to his question is yes. You can pause at any time so long as you give a reason. You just have to say why. So they have said why, hence he's allowed to pause. So let's see here. So Lich has Glimmer Cape money. Maybe he's holding buyback? No, he's just barely got it. Underlord finished that Crimson Guard while I wasn't looking. I suppose he made a lot of money from all the fights they've been winning. We got the Hurricane Pike and the Manta style finish. Over here we have the BKB picked up by Caffeinated Crusader. And no new items for Cryptic. Wow, Melchior flaming him. Epoxy requesting no all chat.
We will not forget this.
Alright, everybody getting salty up in here. Barely escaped. The BKB gets a nice hold on to 2. Cryptic follows up with a big RP on the 3. And there's the empowered Omni Slash. However, Underlord gets everybody out, and they only lose one so far. They do get the second one.
Adorable.
Dire successfully defends. Nice play by Underlord, actually. He ended up canceling the last little bit of Omni Slash there and saved a couple people on his team. Pretty good. Dark Rift. So the threat from Inno's Empower on what the? His icons have changed. Whatever. So he has the Arcana equipped. The custom Arcana icons have simply disappeared. That's kind of weird. Whatever. The threat from Abyssal Omnislash in the next fight is a pretty big deal. He still has 2 cheap item slots to replace, so he's not like at maximum power yet. But he's still quite a scary hero to deal with. And obviously, like as you saw there, if they get the Omni Slash into, or the first polarity in Omni Slash, that wins almost any fight. They had it on 3 people that clumped up there, it was very nice. She's not there yet. No going MKB to help with the evasion from Drow.
That was unreal.
Oh, I missed the fight, sorry. I didn't think I would actually fight yet. So Death Rocket again, like, he's very well positioned. He's able to just sit there and click. And he's essentially got
Godlike. More than 2 kills,
that was a nice
but less
try
than
by
4 kills.
Foxy to use the smoke to make himself invisible. Unfortunately, with the team wrapping from both sides, they were able to break it immediately and find him. It's a cute little play to go for, though. Yeah, Radiant has sniper problems. I doubted this. I doubted the sniper pick a lot because I think the Queen of Pain should have been very effective against it, but I gotta say, Death Rocket's positioning all game has been very good. And it's definitely the reason that, like, he's got 10 kills in a row now. They just can't get to him. They have heroes that should be good at getting to him, and they can't get to him. Oh, 9 kills, not 10, sorry.
Radiant's top tower.
I think maybe the play is to pick up a Shadow Blade on this Magnus, because it looks like it is proving difficult to blink initiate Fine Sniper. It would be helpful if he had Shadow Blade and he could just run around for quite some time
tower is under attack.
while the fight is getting set up and then get into position.
I guess Radiant fortified their structures.
Daryl's feeling bold here. He just walks up by himself on the
Radiant's
tower.
top tower deserves just as much help as bottom.
Dire brings everyone, or Radiant brings everyone home, tries to set up for a fight, but Dire's retreat. Looks like they are gonna get Roshan now. Look how fast they do this. It doesn't say how much bonus he really.
Something tells me we haven't seen the last of him.
44, there we go, okay. 40%, 4% of Drow's, 300 agility.
This will come in handy.
It's like a 120 bonus, nice. Actually insane, actually. So they have all three. Hold on, they have the Drow, the Sniper, and the Venge in their aura combo. It's pretty sick, actually. Vengeance aura is less than it used to be, because it used to be a % damage bonus, but now it's just flat stats, right? Attack range and 13 stats. Cryptic, continuing to all chat for some reason.
I'm not too noisy to live.
Radiant's top tower has fallen.
He's looking for the RP. Blink gets cancelled by the Maelstrom Rock.
Dominating performance.
Unfortunately, RP is nothing. He didn't realize in time that his blink was cancelled. He actually had the opening that time, but
Radiant's top barracks has fallen.
he got the Abyssal on the Death Rocket. He's 4 steps away from it. They don't have any help. They had swap, didn't use it.
Tower is under attack.
Goodness.
Doesn't matter, Death Rocket has survived.
Mega kill.
Radiant's top barracks has
Arrow Rider was able to man up as well.
Radiant's middle tower shouldn't have to take this abuse. Where did Radiant's middle tower go? Radiant's middle tower victory!
Pretty good game. Oh, look at that 700 GPM from Sniper. Did some hard farming. Wait, I thought he had a 4-step. No, so his buddy saved him. Okay, I thought he used a Hurricane Pike to get away, but it looks like he got 4-step by one of his supports. Really nice. Helped get him just far enough away from Inno that it could turn and kill him, or turn and fight at least. So, we will be right back when the next game starts. Alright, people are still getting into the lobby. Alright, looks like both teams are finally in the lobby, so we should start in just a moment. Did you watch game 1, Jasper?
Radiant team ban.
Hi, Greg.
Oh, hello.
Dire team ban.
Looks like the game went pretty smoothly for you guys.
Yeah, Beryl was freaking out the whole time, but ended up being alright. We were able to avoid too many good RPs or Omni Slashes, so...
Yeah, they really couldn't find the sniper. It was pretty much lost all their fights because of that.
Yeah. I know one time Cryptic got real close to, I think, Foxy stunned either Beryl or Sniper, and
10 seconds
then Cryptic was, blinked and then did the Impale, but I was able to swap him out of it.
5 seconds
I think it
remaining.
was after the second Aegis. And then after that it was just way too much for them to deal with.
Dire team ban.
Yeah,
but no,
there was also a time when he got spotted on a ward, and he tried to blink on Death Rocket, and then he got instantly silenced by the Mindbreaker. And all just died.
Yeah, we had a debate about if you wanted that or like the Orb of Destruction and some other things, but the silence was going to be so good.
Dire team pick.
Yeah, I was surprised you weren't playing Lich that game, because I thought that was your hero, but Devenge worked really well.
Both, both Mikey and I play Lich, and he wanted Lich over Venge, and I was fine with both, so.
So it looks like they picked him Lich again, and they picked the
10 seconds
Dazzle,
remaining.
which I feel like this is more of a cryptic hero.
5 seconds
so
remaining.
I'm a little surprised to see what they do with it.
Apparently, they picked Dazzle? Interesting. Because I know our Psychic plays a fair bit of Dazzle mid.
Yeah, that's kind of weird. I've seen some of those games. I don't know.
Yeah.
So they followed up with a Lina. I guess this could be a 4 Lina. It could be a mid Lina. I think Caff plays Lina, so it would make sense, but I'm not sure yet.
10 seconds remaining.
You just have a delay on your stream, I'm
5
assuming.
seconds remaining.
Yeah, it's like 3 minutes. Sorry.
Okay. Well, I probably have friends on both sides, so I can't watch live either. Oh well.
Yeah, live spectating like usually just doesn't work for the lobby games in general. It always gives you that message, but it's just I've never seen it work, even when I didn't know someone on the other team.
Then I guess I'll watch with the delay.
I was really surprised you guys didn't pick
Radiant team
Anthem
ban.
and I was also surprised that they didn't pick it.
Yeah. That was on my higher list of things to ban, but they want a jug, so.
Dire team ban.
So why is Beryl changing up his hero choices? What is motivating him to not
10
pick
seconds
Drow Ranger
remaining.
again, since it worked last game?
5 seconds remaining.
More than
Radiant
likely
team
Psychic's in his ear.
ban.
He's pretty vocal during our drafts and has some strong opinions.
That's fair. So looks like Caff's team has banned the Underlord. So they don't want to play against that again. Beryl has banned a Naga Siren for some reason.
10 seconds remaining.
And then they banned a Ricky as well. It's just weird to me when the bans change like this so much.
Dire team
games.
pick.
Well,
Like
and
Ricky
towards
and
things that
Naga
weren't
weren't
played.
picked last game. I don't know. Darkseer also banned.
Well, that could be because they saw our scrim against Nick.
Did
10
Jackman
seconds
play it?
remaining.
Yeah,
Oh.
did really well on it too.
5 seconds remaining. Radiant team.
That was actually a Dark Seer, and then Death was positioned for Lena.
Oh yeah, since you swapped out for
Dire team
Psychic,
pick.
so Death Rocket is moving to another position this time.
Yeah. Yeah, Death doesn't want to play a lot of mid. You know, he was fine since Psychic was out. Something with his internet or something, but yeah, so then Death and Jackman will probably swap off as 3 and 4, and then Mikey and I will be our rotating P5s.
Oh, okay, well that makes sense.
10 seconds remaining.
So it looks like you guys have picked up a Viper to counter the Bristleback.
5 seconds
from
remaining.
Crusader. But then it's also a mid Viper, which is pretty strong at winning lanes at least.
Yeah. That and we kind of had the meme last game of if we pick Death of hero that ends in Iper, we win. So.
Well, there you have it.
Radiant team pick.
Right.
Anti-mage. Dire team ban.
So Eno picks up the anti-mage for himself, and then this is interesting. You guys have picked an OD to follow up on Viper, so it's like an offlane Viper and a mid OD. This is some next level play right here.
That is interesting.
I'm ready to see what Psychic does on OD.
10 seconds remaining.
I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah, it's one of those heroes where you can either do really well or you just never really get off the ground. It seems like, at least in low levels.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of it comes down to, like, do you know how to do the lane properly? Because there really are not many lane matchups that OD, like, loses. So if like, a person just has less money than they should, it's kind of on them.
Radiant team
And yeah, he definitely doesn't like flash farms, so it's hard to make up for mistakes unless the other team just, like, randomly feeds you. I'm not even so sure this is that good of an OD game.
Radiant team
like, Luna is an int hero, Dazzle's an int hero, AM has Spell Shield, which is, like, pretty good. I mean, you can always kill him with the pure damage on Orb, but it doesn't really explode to the ult that easily. So it's really just like kills Bristleback, but you already have Viper for doing that.
Yeah, maybe it's just taking away their front line and then
remaining.
fighting from there. I don't know.
5 seconds remaining. Dire team pick.
Mars!
Choose your hero.
This is a pause 4 Viper.
Well,
You guys last picked a Mars. And so I think it's gonna be 4 Mars and a pause 4 Viper, which is pretty good. Like, pause 4 Viper is insanely hard to deal with. And last pick is a Death Prophet.
Last game, you know, when we were getting, I mean, we still had over a minute of time left. We were looking for offlaner and suggested Underlord. And right after that, they suggested Mars, and he wanted to play it, so Jackman should, you know, at least feels comfortable on it.
That's good. Yeah, I mean, I think that the Mars he's good against everyone except for the anti-mage. I mean, he's fine against AM in lane, but like later on, it's hard to catch AM unless you're able to spear him into the arena, which is kind of a mistake on AM's part.
Right, or at least a tree or something, but...
Yeah, you'd have to get some kind of setup, which is kind of hard to do. See how it goes, but I'm gonna use the restroom real quick before the game gets started.
Okay.
Prepare for battle!
Alright, I have returned.
Welcome back.
So Cryptic is playing the Dazzle. Yep, I see.
30 seconds to battle!
His favorite heroes, I think.
Oh, really?
This and Oracle. He likes the, like, saving supports, kind of. So it looks like you guys are letting the Viper in the safe.
The battle begins.
Oh, the box is Lena, of course. Box is always pretty good. We're pretty good at it. Beryl does get the rune, but he takes quite a lot of damage to do so. And Sleazy's still chasing after Death Raptor. Gets him with the cold spray. Looks like Beryl's in trouble too. Entire safe lane goes down.
That's the new early death timers. That's never good.
So I feel like I would have put the Viper in the off lane because he could really do a lot of damage to the
Secrets of Dazoon?
Alright, well they killed someone.
I've seen things you priests wouldn't believe.
So they got Cryptic top. The box is in some trouble here. It's up to 3 stack. So Caff's doing pretty well for now. Psychic gives up a deny. You know, blinks into a creep wave to try trade. He's down to 200 HP. I see the south.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Beryl is really struggling to see this.
I think he's getting into his own head a fair bit.
Denied.
I think what I'm most happy about is that I proved Eno wrong by having him 2-0 us.
It's always fun. I mean, Ino's a great character for the league because he's really fired up about stuff. So.
Yeah, he's definitely a character. That is something that does work out well for us, is Death can just kind of become a core from the P4 role.
Sometimes that's useful, sometimes you have to grieve your cores a little too much to do that.
Yeah.
Like I said, a lot depends on how the early game goes. Cryptic does get the kill on the Lich here.
And when our cores are Beryl, who hasn't been a core for very long, and Jackman, who's kind of a newer player as well, compared to some of our other players, can be alright.
Tower is under attack.
Maybe the situation has been remedied.
I just saw the double kill from Viper.
I am compelled to thank you.
Pretty good stuff.
Yeah.
Trust me, I know how to handle such power.
You make a right big cushion.
Barrel
The direst elements are pelting Radiant's bottom tower.
Gets cancelled by boxes. I don't know, I can feel the barrel tilt.
Yeah. I think he's.
Sorry, go ahead.
I just feel like, you know, even from the communication in game, he was trying to be too perfect. Like he's trying to be everything and like not let us down or anything. So I think that he's just putting a lot of pressure on himself.
That sounds like him. Jacqueline, they're doing pretty good up here. Pulling in very hard. I feel like Psychic is looking uncomfortable on the beat.
Yeah, I don't think that was one of his like comfort picks that we were trying to like build drafts around or like theory drafts around. So it surprises me that he wanted to go with it.
It's pretty good hero overall, but
It is one that you do want to be comfortable on though.
yeah, absolutely.
It's his third most played hero. He hasn't played it in a month, but
He also has this like 50% rate on it, so.
yeah, true.
Another regenerate. Missing the actual fight shot. Poison touch, got lich. You know, doing a pretty good job CSing here. He's got the most assists of anybody, despite rather extreme pressure in his lanes. That's quite nice. I feel good about that. Barrel Rider needs yet another salve. I think this is like 5th or 6th salve that he's gonna get.
Oh man.
Caff uses the Exorcism mid. He's going for the dive on Psychic. Doesn't quite get him. Exorcism wears out. So this bristleback is successfully putting a ton of pressure on the line. However, they get the lich rotation back in here. They get the
I was actually really impressed with Mikey's rotations game 1. He was trying to make plays and stuff.
Oh, that's good. He's not a comfortable hero, it gives him space to do that.
Yeah.
Up your attention. Tranquil Boots Mars. I don't think I agree with this. It's just a little weird.
I went Mana Boots Underlord last game and I was a little confused. See that a lot,
I mean,
but
I can, like, Mana Boots at least, like, do something useful, I guess. I still, like, if he's just gonna get casual Mana Boots, then it's like, but if he goes Mana Boots and then gets Guardian Greaves, then, like, okay, they serve a pretty good purpose. It's, you know, it's a nice aura item, it's a good Underlord item, it works out okay. But, like, Tranquil Boots on Mars, I don't think really does anything. Because if the question is, like,
Radiant's middle tower is under
do we
attack.
have enough, like, sustain, then you just get a Vlad's and lifesteal with God's Rebuke. and then like
Right.
you can just be max HP and also be useful to your team at the same time. But even so, the people I've seen playing Mars do other like really weird aggressive stuff. Get another play on this easy here. Very nice dodge from Barrow. He sees the LSA coming and uses Raven time. Rotates bottom to try to help his team, but he arrives after the kill has already happened. And now, despite seeing Caff bottom, Psychic is still jungling instead of shoving the wave. He's also eating so many mangoes. So he actually has the Vlad's queued up as well on the Mars. So in that case, I like really dislike these Tranquil Boots. I think he could just like, he could have phase boots or treads or whatever.
Right.
He can leave brown boots even, like I don't care. Just, I think this is kind of lost gold. Diving, uses the Astral. This might be just a double cut from Caff here.
Obsolete.
Still, that's 2 exorcisms that is used not to take a tower.
Oh, yeah, that seems bad.
So he still has like 30% of this one when his creep wave gets up there, so he can still do a lot of damage.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
You know. No, I mean, it's pretty much over now, and he didn't really get that close.
Radiant structures are fortified. Radiant's middle tower is under attack. Dire's structures are just magnificently fortified. Psychic almost immediately just dies. Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
What's the overall net worth look like?
Good question. So Caff is on top, and OD is below the Viper.
A lot of mangoes being eaten.
The yeah, I mean, but it's like
Dire's
maybe
top tower
300
is
gold
under
at
attack.
most. Even if we add that up, that doesn't make up his difference. He's like 2k behind Caff. So he pretty much got stomped in this lane. Barrel hops into a creep, barely escapes. He's like sticking
Radiant's
around.
bottom tower is under attack.
What's he doing, man?
I feel renewed.
Not so fast.
Create an arena, use top. Oh, neutral creep picks up the kill on Mikey.
Oh man.
You know, going for the dive here.
So that's how it is.
Magic.
Alright, takes 3, but they bring him down. So, I mean, despite like it looking really rough, Barrel actually has quite a bit of money. He's second only to Cafe Crusader.
No?
Split by boxes there.
Killing spree.
Barrel gets the kill though.
Let me open there.
So Psychic has his orb on autocast. He doesn't have enough of a mana pool to reliably regenerate his mana. He needs to turn this off. This is probably why he has to use so many mangoes.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack. The Dire's poor top tower. Can its end be drawing nigh? Radiant's middle tower is under attack. Dire's top tower is under attack.
Again?
I didn't even see where he was. Alright, well, it must have been poison.
The Dire's poor top tower. Can its end be drawing nigh?
So,
Dire's top
Caff
tower
is having
has
a good
fallen.
game. And I guess Sleazy actually has surprising amount of money, but overall I was gonna say it doesn't look as good for Dire this time. Last game, Dire had 2 of the top net worth heroes. Whereas this game, I feel like it's really good.
But they were Radiant last game.
Yeah. Sorry. So I mean, last game, Caff's team had 2 top net worth heroes.
Radiant's middle tower has been
Really just the
denied.
one.
Yeah. Jackman on Mars is
Dire's
pretty
middle
nice.
tower is
Like
under attack.
I said, I'm still behind on the VOD, but
Yeah, it seems to be doing quite well.
Time is running out for Dire's middle
Chain
tower.
Frost. 3 heroes here.
Look at me! It's your own damn fault! My thanks will come later, when you least expect it. I was meant to have this.
OD's still struggling, and he's getting the wrong item. He's getting Kaya. The correct item here is pretty much Ags, because
Time
that's always
is
what you
running
get
out
OD
for
on.
Dire's middle tower.
I remember Kaya being a pickup like a patch or 2 ago. But
Yeah, I mean, so, in the past, it was, pretty good because, like, Spellamp and Int were good for you. You would hit people with Arcane Orb, and you would steal their Int, and then you would use your ult and you would do 1,000,000 damage. But now
Radiant's
you
courier
really
has
get mana
been
charges through
slain.
using Astral on things. So having 2 Astral charges from the Ags is a very big deal, because that's where you get the bulk of your mana to use your ult with.
right, and that's a huge amount of lockdown. I remember seeing that now or hearing that.
Yeah, but that's it.
Radiant structures are fortified.
3 Dire heroes bottom, pressuring us
The
to
direst elements are pelting Radiant's
the
bottom
Radiant
tower.
heroes pressuring us to
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack. Dire's top tower is under attack.
Oh, I missed the kill. Sparrow Rider kind of feeling compelled to defend
Dire's
the tower,
top
even though
tower
it's
is under
definitely
attack.
gone, and he just sort of randomly dies for it.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Oh, looks like he gets caught by the LSA.
Dire's middle tower is under attack. Storm doors in
He actually
place.
doesn't even have more mana
Dire's
than
structures
the,
are fortified.
Buffer right now, so he just has no way of getting
Oh,
her.
yeah, that's
He can't beat her in a fight. Oh, Caff has way more items. I suppose that makes it not that surprising. More mana. Looks like Inno's caught up. He's second place in net worth now. He's just been AFK farming for a while. How's he doing? He's got the Demon Edge. He's closing in. He'll have Battle Fury by 20 minutes. Maybe a little earlier. Now I'm jacking in the river. Uses the arena and I get a Chain Frost on. Big fight here.
Killing spree!
He uses his ult, but it's not enough damage. Arrow Rider hops inside. He gets the kill with the Astral. Wow, he salvaged the fight.
nice.
Radiant must summon the spirit to defend their top tower.
Still third on the team But I mean, very importantly, Barrel and Psychic survived. And it did manage to bring down the Death Prophet.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Basically,
a problem.
Finishing Battle Fury. And he goes into mode AFK farm. He's got a clumsy net equipped instead of a Vambrace.
Classic Eno.
And I don't know if he's even noticed. I mean, he picked up another neutral item and sent that one back to base, but just didn't do anything with the Vambrace next to it. Vlad's on Mars. Come on, man, you gotta swing yourself. Kaya finished on Psychic. Again, not a big fan of the side. Dragon Scale, Barrel picks up. I think we should hold on to the Imp Claw though. And put the Dragon Scale on.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Mine is truly a blessed life. Invisibility.
The Dire's poor top tower. Can its end be drawing nigh?
Yeah, that's weird. Like, at one point in his W to at least get the passive down, but
Fight develops around it.
The Dire just can't resist attacking Radiant's top tower. Cover your eyes. Dire's bottom tower is taking a drubbing. Radiant's top tower is under attack. Dire's bottom tower is under attack. If you were Dire's bottom tower, you would have fallen just now. Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Meanwhile, Barrel Rider gets the tower bottom and continues chugging away.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack. Radiant's top tower is under attack. Dire's structures are fortified. The Dire just can't resist attacking Radiant's top tower.
Doesn't even describe it.
Oh, they appear to have caught campaigns. I didn't even stick to this thing. What? What is that? They just like... Can you stick people to cliffs? How does this work? I thought it only stuck people to building trees. Or buildings and trees.
I thought so too, actually.
He just like... So he just speared him to like a part of the river. And he was stuck.
Dire's middle tower is under attack. Dire's structures are fortified.
So,
Radiant's courier has been slain.
Building tree or cliff. Can do all of them will be done.
Oh, well.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
So, Inno has a tough game ahead of him here. Because he can't fight with his team, really. But, he's very aggressive. Find the person who pick off. And then they find Captain Crusader as well. He's taking the tree too.
Double kill! My wings beat where your heart does not.
And Jackman's diving into the arena. He's going for boxes under tier 3s.
My things will come later, when you least expect it.
Dire's top tower is under attack. Radiant's bottom tower is under attack. The Dire's poor top tower. Can its end be drawing nigh?
Inno's gonna be able to turn this into a
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
It's like pretty much the best I can do.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Trying to make the most of the situation.
The direst elements
Because who are you gonna send back to get him?
Dire's top tower is under attack. Radiant's bottom tower has fallen. Is that whining I hear?
It does get tier 2 top.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
He's gonna try to cut a creep wave. But it is still 2 towers.
Dire's middle tower is under attack. Sometimes I find myself saying, for no reason at all, Dire's middle tower has fallen. Oh, wait, there's a good reason to say it this time. Ah.
Something else to fight. 2 minutes stuck from bottom. He gets in there and detonates the fight. However, fight is not over yet. Picks up a kill. He's gonna get another kill on boxes.
Double kill!
Barrel and Jacking the pair kills. So only Inno escapes, but he's not going to be able to stop the push here.
What a bounty!
Time is running out for Dire's middle tower. Dire's middle tower is under attack. Dire's middle tower has fallen.
It is something that I feel this season compared to last season is that while it's still ld2l and we still have a fear of pushing towers, I think this team does a fair bit better than what I've seen a lot.
Dire's middle
I think you
barracks
guys did a really
have
good job
fallen.
last game. That fight and got 2 resurrects immediately. That was a very good play. Going high ground was like the hardest part about it.
Yeah. And luckily we had sniper to outrange and we could, force enough to get Aegis too to make it even harder.
Regeneration!
Dire seems to be setting up. Nope, they've given up.
They downed ultis or something, or just...
There's no exorcism.
Mighty Russian has fallen to radiant
I'm not really sure how they
treachery.
win fights. I mean, I feel like Psychic's play was pretty questionable earlier, but like they've just won a bunch of fights where he didn't die and he got 2 or 3 kills. And
Yeah.
the result is now he's rich, he has BKB, he's like, they actually can't fight him anymore. Is still the net worth leader, but he still needs a lot more money to be able to really help the game and spend that money. He's keeping bottom shoved in. But he's retreating perhaps a little too early. Radiant is smoked up. They find Caffeinated Crusader farming the well, mostly free. It costs them an ult.
An honorable death!
Yeah, that's nothing.
Cuts the creep wave mid again.
Oh my,
Sweeps pushing bottom.
Radiant's courier is stricken. Let none rejoice, except perhaps in secret.
Psychic picks up a Kaya Sound.
Dire's middle barracks are under attack. In case you
Took the
hadn't
health
noticed,
talent, and he has a Kaya Sound.
paving the way for future disaster, Dire's middle barracks have fallen. Radiant's bottom tower is under attack. Whoa! Whether accidentally or on On purpose, radiant structures have
Right.
structures are fortified against all comers.
Yeah, he's attacking way slower than I'd expect.
Is under attack. Dire's top tower is under
He's
attack.
got like 40 attacks less than
Radiant's bottom tower
so
is
despite
under
that,
attack.
Ino's taking a tier 3 at the same time.
Radiant's bottom tower has
Dire's
fallen.
exorcism gets
Dire's
used.
poor
Ino
top
secures
tower.
a tier 3.
Can its radiance be drawing under attack?
Barrel Rider is going to TP out. Cancel the TP on this. So the second he's going to turn around his weakest and also fight. Take a Sinister Gaze. Infinite Crusader is dead. Ino gets the ranged Rax and he backs off. No creeps. Okay, here they come. Coming up with
Dire's are under attack. Can anyone weather this storm? Unless I am very much mistaken, which is impossible, Dire's top barracks are under attack. Dire's top barracks are under attack. This is probably going to spoil your day, but Dire's top barracks have fallen. Unless I am mistaken, Dire's top barracks have fallen. Dire's top barracks are under attack. Don't shoot the messenger. Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Yeah, for all the trash talk, you know, it's definitely not something that we thought was going to be like an easy 2-0 or even a 2-0 in general. Yeah.
Dire's bottom tower has fallen.
It does have a damage. It's on top of Psychic, but he's good at Psychic, so he can get the kills the Viper.
Double kill.
Barrel Rider goes on.
Oh boy.
Killing spree. Triple kill.
Triple kill. OD's coming back. It's now a 2v5 as OD gets ditched by his team. His first hit back.
Dominate.
Crusader.
Oh no.
He only has 2 items and that's all he's got. That said, even after those 4 kills, he's still behind Death Rocket in the North.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack. Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Alright, Jasper.
Radiant's middle tower
What?
has fallen.
Is it because of Soul Ring or?
Radiant's
Comes
middle
under the
tower
movement speed.
is
So,
under attack.
admittedly, I forgot that they changed what happens when it breaks. I thought that it only had movement speed. But it actually gives you a big so, in all cases, it's just faster.
Sure.
I was kind of expecting phase boost to be faster.
Okay. That's good enough.
Killing spree. Triple kill.
Nox has just been in base this whole time defending. Ino's running down the lane to try to save him. Takes the shot. Alright, all the rest of
time is running out for Dire's middle tower.
Favored by the gods.
Dire's structures are fortified against all comers. Radiant's bottom barracks are under attack. Harbor no false hopes. Can it be? Yes! Radiant's bottom barracks are under attack. Don't make me come in there. Dominate! Radiant's bottom barracks are under attack. No one should be under attack. Can it be? Yes! Radiant's bottom barracks are under attack.
Those things are melee rocks to creeps, but it genuinely does not matter.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Nice.
And the storm of battle ends in the calm of a radiant victory.
My prediction sheet is still alive.
So, on Caff's team, it looks like they need to find a way to get more out of their off lane. The lane actually went okay, but the mid game was just Caffeinated Crusader. He was the only one that had farm or was in a position to do anything. And with the anti-mage being kind of an AFK farmer, when they're in that position, that's not very good for them. Hopefully they can find a way to improve that. It looks like Caff is going to do very well in lane, so if he can just get his team to be ready to follow him around and fight when he's ready, then they're actually have a pretty good chance for the rest of the season, I think.
Yeah, for sure. Obviously we knew that he'd been away for however long on deployment, but so we thought he might be a little rusty, and that's why Visage was banned, since that's one of his old classics. But if he was played that well, which I wasn't obviously able to really watch the mid matchup all that much, but it should be pretty scary.
Okay, thanks for hanging out with me, and thanks for watching.
Yeah.